Hello chess lovers, Suren is here and I have an interesting game for you played by Andrey Dadiani, who was a Georgian nobleman and a chess player. Due to his position, Dadiani participated in very few tournaments, and what is interesting, he was only publishing his most stunning victories. Though nothing has ever been proven, most modern historians regard his games skeptically. They may have been staged or pure compositions. In this game, Dadiani's opponent was a chess player named Boulitchoff. This game was played in 1882 in St. Petersburg. Dadiani, who had white pieces, started with e4, e5 by Boulitchoff, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5. We see the Gioco piano, and b4, white goes for this hyper-aggressive Evans Gambit. Bishop takes b4, c3, bishop a5 and d4. By sacrificing a pawn, white lured away black bishop from a3 f8 diagonal, and later he himself can bring the bishop and put pressure on black's king side. Also in this gambit, white is bringing his queen on b3 square and is putting pressure on the pawn on f7 square. E takes d4 was played, white castles kingside. Right now all white wants is to rip open the center of the board and start exploiting the weaknesses of the diagonals and open files. d6, c takes d4, bishop b6, knight c3 and knight a5. Now the bishop on c4 square is under attack. But as you have already guessed, Dadiani is a very aggressive player. He went for e5, but black didn't dare to capture on c4 and played d takes e5, which is actually a terrible move. It was better to play knight takes c4. If queen a4 check, then c6. If queen takes c4, then d5. Black's position is even better, but instead after e5 we see d takes e5, and here comes bishop takes f7 check. King takes f7, knight g5 check. Not the strongest continuation. Knight takes e5 is stronger, which gives white advantage. If king e8, then queen h5 check. If g6, then knight takes g6. This is just a destruction. Instead we see knight g5 check, which gives black defensive chances. King e8 was played, knight e4, queen takes d4, queen h5 check, g6, queen f3. Now the queen is eyeballing on f7 square, knight h6, black is covering the f7 square, but of course this is very passive. Bishop f5 is better. If bishop a3, then h6, trying to kick away white pieces, but instead after queen f3 we see knight h6. Here comes bishop a3 and a terrible move, knight c4, which allows white to checkmate black king in style. Again, it was not too late to play bishop f5, both develop the bishop, also block the queen's path. Instead, after bishop a3 we see knight c4, and now you can pause the video and try to find Dadiani's next moves. Ready? Well, as you can see, the f7 square is controlled by black knight, but in this position Dadiani played queen f7 check. Look at this fantastic queen sacrifice. Black accepted the sacrifice and captured on f7, but now comes white knight, knight f6 check, and after king d8 here comes the second knight, knight takes f7, and we see a brutal checkmate on the board. This bishop together with the knights are simply killing the enemy king. A very beautiful mate, I think. Honestly, I have no idea whether Dadiani falsified or prearranged this brilliancy. That's why I would like to know your opinion as well. What do you think? Is this a hoax or a brilliant mating combination? Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave your comments, and for more games, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video.